Yeah, we'd like to play more consistently on the road. We're still 4 games under on the road. This is a tough place to win. They've established a good record here at home, but also when you get and earn a tough road win, it can do something to your team.
Kind of getting past the uncertainty of the trade deadline does what in your mind for this group?
Just know that it's going to be us the rest of the way, guaranteed. You don't have that security the rest of the season, but now we know this is all we got, this is all we need, so just doubling down on that.
I know you guys uber lock on singular nights, but when you look at the fact that you got this 4-game stretch before the break, this is an important stretch, particularly because you have 3 road games. What's the key component to making sure it gets off to a good start?
Yeah, we want to get better playing on the road. Haven't had all the success this year with that, so definitely trying to go into the break feeling good about that and feeling good about the team that we know we have set for the rest of the season now. And it's not a lot of games left, so can't waste any.
Thank you, sir. Well, what do you feel like the right approach has to be to start off this trip?
Yeah, I feel like each game, obviously I didn't play, but each game we played Boston, I think we had a pretty good game until the end of the game. I think we kind of give it up. I think we get too comfortable, especially the first game. I think we got up. The second game when we was at home, we got up to a big start and they ended up coming. So I think we just got to play 48 minutes instead of 40. Just be that mindset of doing our rules, sticking to our rules, and we know what they're trying to get to, and just kind of just sticking with the game plan.
I'm not sure if Vooch is going to be ready tonight, but what type of dimension do you believe he adds?
He's just another scoring threat, a guy that can shoot the ball, a big who's a threat behind the three-point line that we got to kind of worry about. We played him so many times, we know who he is, so we'll be ready for him.
So first of all, what are you enjoying most in these early stages of fatherhood?
Honestly, I'm enjoying everything. Everybody that's messaged me told me to enjoy the moment because they grow up super fast. And it's already day 6 and you can already see the changes and the development. I'm enjoying everything.
How easy is it to kind of shift the mentality now that you have a new mentality as a father to get back to the work at hand?
Yeah, honestly, I think it makes it a lot easier, because you have another will, another drive. It provides some clarity, take the pressure off of, some of the things that you are worried about or thinking about when it comes to the game of basketball. When you have a new life and somebody that, you're really responsible for, that's where your mind goes. Now everything you're doing on the floor is for her. And so I think it's easy for me. I have another thing to add to my motivation list, provided for my baby girl.
You can kind of hopefully draw a line off of what happened the other night, let that stay there, and then have a better mentality and approach tonight. What's involved in those elements to make sure that's the case?
Being tied in together. I think we have a lot of clarity. We know what it is, now that, all-star voting's out. And trade deadline's over with. This is the team, this is who we have, so we got to focus on what these next 30 or so games require of us, and it's going to be some things that we were saying all season long, but now this sticks because this is the team. Nobody has any other worries, any other motives, anything else going on. It's all about winning. It's all about us doing whatever it takes to move up in the standings and rankings now that everything else is out the way. So really being tied in, obviously defensively, and limiting the mistakes on their glitches and knowing that with them tonight, they're going to get up a lot of threes, so we got to be able to defend that line.
Spell the clarity of just having the deadline behind and knowing this is the group. You have to go through it every single year, but obviously there's energy on both sides of it for the fan base and for your guys.
Yeah, and league-wide, I think everybody is just glad that all that is behind us, and we can just focus on the next 30 games. We have great opportunities still ahead of us. We know what we have to work on is our consistency. We have a high ceiling, but we need to do it more consistently.
There is a bit of a lock-in focus you can have, obviously singularly tonight, but on these last 4 before you get to the break. What's the best mentality in that start of what could be a little important stretch?
Yeah, we'd like to play more consistently on the road. We're still 4 games under on the road. This is a tough place to win. They've established a good record here at home, but also when you get and earn a tough road win, that can do something to your team. And we'd like to just start with tonight.
Erik, what leads you and management to believe that what you have in place right now is enough to get your team to the next level?
I think we've shown this year we have a high ceiling. I've talked about it quite a bit. The fact that we're third in the league in scoring and have a top 6 defense, shows you where we can go to, but we have to be a lot more consistent with it. Part of that is being on the road, having more consistency to our game and our identity, and finding a will to win on the road is a good start.
You feel like there's still a little bit of a sense of unknown with this team, just because Tyler, Norm, Bam, those guys have maybe played 8-9 games together. So
Look, we've had some guys miss games, but a bigger thing has been just our consistency. To be able to do our best level, more consistent on the road versus quality teams, having more consistent quarters all the way throughout the game, first quarter, second quarter, and then this third quarter that we have to do a much better job with. Even with the things that have had happen to us, we've shown that ceiling can be very high. If we defend at a high level on any given night, we can blow the doors off offensively. But we have to do it a lot more consistently.